Hi, I'm Jyothi Yarraji. Welcome to Weekly Sports News. Let's go through the headlines first. ICC Women Under-19 T20 World Cup. India wins with crushing victory over England. Hockey World Cup 2023 final. Germany beat Belgium 5-4 in shootout to lift third World Cup. Novak Djokovic crushes Tsitsipas to win 10th Australian Open. Second T20, India defeat New Zealand in low-scoring thriller level series. Aryna Sabalenka defeats Elena Rybakina to win thrilling Women's Australian Open singles final. Australian Open 2023, a grand goodbye to Sania Mirza. Sania and Bopanna mixed doubles partnership has been a spectacle. Jyothi Yarraji set a new national record for women's 60-meter indoor hurdles at Aarhus Sprint and Jump events. News in details. Women in Blue has won the inaugural Under-19 World Cup. India defeated England by 7 wickets to win the World Cup. January 29, 2023 marks another glorious chapter in Indian cricket history as the Under-19 women's unit led by Shafali Verma defeated England by 7 wickets to win the inaugural edition of the Under-19 T20 World Cup. India, who invited England to bat first at the St. View's Park, Potchefstroom in South Africa, bundled them up for 68 in 17.1 overs. Tita Sadhu, Archana Devi and Parshavi Chopra ran through the England batting lineup as they scalped 2 wickets each. Skipper Shafali Verma, Mannat Kashyap and Sonam Yadav also picked a wicket each. India in response chased down the target in 14 overs with Soumya Tiwari and Gongadi Trisha scoring 24 runs each. Shafali was dismissed for 15 while Shweta Sehrawat, who finished as the leading run scorer of the tournament, managed 5 of 6 balls. Shafali finished as the third highest run scorer of the tournament. She accumulated 172 runs from the 7 matches at an average of 24.57, which also included a half century. Germany defeated Belgium 5-4 in penalty shootout to win the Hockey World Cup in Bhubaneswar. Both the teams had scored 3 goals each at the end of regulation time. Germany defeated defending champions Belgium 5-4 in the penalty shootout to win the Hockey World Cup 2023 in Bhubaneswar on Sunday. Both the teams scored 3 goals each at the end of the regulation time. This is Germany's third world title as they came back from behind after conceding 2 early goals in the first quarter. Florent Obel broke the deadlock in the 10th minute and Tanguy Cousins then doubled Belgium's lead within seconds. Niklas Wellen reduced the 2-goal deficit before the halftime hooter. Gonzalo Paylet then successfully converted a penalty corner in the third quarter to bring Germany back on the level terms. The final quarter saw Germany lead for the first time in the contest as skipper Mats Grampusch beat the Belgian goalkeeper from the left side. Tom Boone, however, delayed Germany's party and converted a penalty corner with less than 2 minutes remaining in the regulation time. The Serb captured a record equaling 22nd Grand Slam title with a straight sets win over Stefanos Tsitsipas, which also will see him regain world number 1 ranking. A tearful Novak Djokovic described his Australian Open triumph as the biggest and most challenging victory of his career after he beats Stefanos Tsitsipas of Greece 6-3, 7-6, 7-6 to win his recorded extended 10th title in Melbourne. A year after being deported from Australia after attempting to enter the country with an exemption from COVID vaccination, the 35-year-old returned to win this title. Djokovic's tally of 22 Grand Slam titles moves him level with Rafael Nadal as the joint men's all-time Grand Slam record holder. He also returns to world number 1 for the first time since June, replacing US Open champion Carlos Alcaraz. For the second game in a row, spinner dictated terms in the T20 series against New Zealand before India won with a ball to spare at the Adal Bihari Vajpayee Ekana Cricket Stadium here on Sunday. Indian spinners revealed on a turning track before the batters made heavy weather of a small target to register a scrappy series levelling win over New Zealand in the second T20 International in Lucknow on Sunday. The trio of Yuzvendra Chahal, Washington Sundar and Kuldeep Yadav impressed on a helping surface to limit a self-destructing New Zealand to 99 for 8, their lowest total against India in the shortest format. It should have been a straightforward run chase, but the top order comprising Ishan Kishan, 19 of 32, Shubman Gill, 11 of 9 and Rahul Tripathi, 13 of 18 had a tough time against spin-friendly conditions. Sheer aggression and a high-risk, high-reward philosophy saw Aryna Sabalenka clinched an epic Australian Open final over Elena Rybakina. The Belarusian battered and bruised her way to the title at Melbourne Park, coming from a set down to overwhelm last year's Wimbledon champion 4-6, 6-3, 6-4. Belarus tennis star Aryna Sabalenka clinched her first Grand Slam title by defeating Kazakhstan's Elena Rybakina in the final of the Australian Open women's singles competition. Aryna warded off the Kazakh challenge by 4-6, 6-3, 6-4 to win the title. Sabalenka owns one of the most coveted titles in the sports after all the accolades and expectations from one of the hardest strikers in the game. The match featured two of the most fearless offensive players, with both striking 82 winners between them, with 51 of them coming from the Belarusian. But the undaunting play of the number 5 seed during the tense moment of the match made the difference. Rybakina made a great start to the match, clinching a closely contested first set by 6-4. Following that, Sabalenka received the championship trophy from the legendary American tennis player Billie Jean King, whom she thanked for everything she has done for women's sport. Sabalenka is the 58th different woman to win a Grand Slam title in the Open era. The last one to do it was Rybakina at Wimbledon last year. One of the finest sporting personalities in India, Sania Mirza brought an end to her illustrious Grand Slam journey on Friday as she lost the Australian Open mixed doubles final. The Brazilian pair of Lucia Stefani and Rafael Matos emerged triumphant, beating the Indian duo of Sania and Rohan Bopanna 7-6, 6-2 in the final, securing their maiden Australian Open title. Sania Mirza and Rohan Bopanna lost to the all-Brazilian pair of Luisa Stefani and Rafael Matos in the Australian Open 2023 mixed doubles final at Melbourne Park. Sania Mirza playing the last Grand Slam of her career and Rohan Bopanna were beaten 6-2 by their younger opponents Luisa Stefani and Rafael Matos, who were playing in their first ever Grand Slam final. It was the farewell Grand Slam match for Sania Mirza, who had 3 mixed doubles and 3 women's doubles titles in her career. 2 of Sania Mirza's Grand Slam wins came at the Australian Open. She won the 2009 Australian Open mixed doubles title with Mahesh Bhupathi and the Australian Open women's doubles title with Martina Hingis in 2016. She is set to retire after the Dubai WTA event next month. Ace Indian hurdler Jyothi Yarraji on Wednesday set a new Indian national record for women's 60-meter indoor hurdles at the Aarhus Sprint and Jump event. The 23-year-old clocked an impressive 8.20 seconds to achieve the feat in her 2023 season opener. India's Jyothi Yarraji broke the 7-year-old national record for the women's 60-meter indoor hurdles event at the Aarhus Sprint and Jump 23 athletics meet in Denmark. Jyothi Yarraji, who already holds the national record in women's 100-meter hurdles, clocked 8.20 seconds in the heats to set a new national record in women's 60-meter indoor hurdles. The previous mark of 8.34 seconds was set by Gayatri Govindaraj in Doha back on February 21, 2016. With her run, the 23-year-old Jyothi Yarraji finished second in Heat 1 behind Ireland's Sarah Lavin, who clocked 8.06 seconds. In the 12th women's final, Jyothi Yarraji clocked 8.23 seconds to finish 5th. Lavin, a Tokyo 2020 Olympian, won the event with a timing of 8.02 seconds. The Indian runner placed 4th overall across both heats combined. In the 12th women's final, Jyothi Yarraji clocked 8.23 seconds to finish 5th. Lavin, a Tokyo 2020 Olympian, won the event with a timing of 8.02 seconds. Now it's time for news in shorts. Khelo India Youth Games to commence in Madhya Pradesh. For the first time, sports like kayaking, canoeing, canoe slalom and fencing will be part of the Khelo India Youth Games. The 5th edition of the Khelo India Youth Games will be inaugurated by Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan in the presence of Union Minister for Sports and Youth Affairs Anurag Singh Thakur at Tatya Tope Nagar Stadium here on today evening. The KIYG 2022 will be held at 23 venues in 8 cities of the states, in which nearly 6,000 athletes will take part in 27 different sports. 7 teams will battle it out in Morocco from February 1st to February 11th to be crowned FIFA Club World Cup champions in the 2022 edition of the tournament, taking place at the start of 2023. The 19th edition of the championship is still being referred to as the FIFA Club World Cup 2022. Three seasoned coaches across various physical disciplines have been bestowed the Padma Shri Awards in the 2023 honours list released by the Government of India. K. Shanadaiba Sharma, SRD Prasad and Gurucharan Singh will be honoured with the Padma Shri for distinguished service in their respective fields at a ceremonial function in the Rashtrapati Bhavan in March or April. India's first long-distance multi-stage cycling race on the lines of Tour de France will be held in the states of Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat and Maharashtra. The tour will start from February 5. See you next time with more sports. This is me, Jyothi Yarraji, in Weekend Sports News every Monday. Don't miss the action.